Happy Wednesday. It's time for another installment of the Imperfect Action live stream. I hope you're having a great week. Hope everything's going well for you. This year is flying by. We are into November already. I was at the store this past weekend. They're already playing Christmas music. First weekend in November, they're already playing Christmas music. So we've kind of back in the day, they used to have blue laws where you couldn't play or you couldn't have stores open on Sunday. I think we need to start applying the green and red laws where you can't really start playing Christmas music till at least December. Come on, at least give them Thanksgiving, but Christmas music already. It's one of those polarizing things. And we just came off another polarizing topic, with Halloween, candy corn, pineapple on pizza, Christmas music being played at this time of the year. Those are all polarizing topics, but my opinion, just Christmas music, December 15th. That's the cutoff. That's when we can start playing Christmas music, December 15th. So, Bernard, where's the Imperfect Action live stream? I've been doing this every Wednesday. If you'd like to be a guest on the Imperfect Action live stream, just go to the calendar link which appears below and just go ahead and grab some time where you too can be a guest and share your imperfect action and how it has empowered you and how it's made a difference in your life and the lives of those you serve. One other thing, this coming Friday, I also hold the virtual Friday Whiskey Hour. That's the next event. Will be coming up this Friday. Hold it every other Friday. If you'd like to learn more about that, just drop me a line. Hold it at 5 o'clock as we just get together, sip a little whiskey virtually, and just kind of talk about our week and just talk about some different topics, different subjects that impact us all. I'd love to have you join that. You're welcome to join. Just drop me a line if you're interested. So as we get into this imperfect action, one thing that I've really is really that I want to talk to you about is the movie Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption has been deemed by many critics to be one of the greatest movies ever. And if you've never seen it, I encourage you to see it. And what makes the movie so great is the story it tells. It tells an amazing story. And in that story, there's also a lot of lessons that we can apply to ourselves, apply to life. There's so many life lessons you can learn within the movie Shawshank Redemption. And what I see when I watch it are three types of people. Three types of people that we see in the world, and we see them displayed in Shawshank Redemption. Three main characters, and their stories are told in a way that brings impact to the story, but it also to me resonates and with how people engage their lives as well. I just kind of want to discuss those a little bit with you today. It's the first person we meet is a man named Brooks Hall, and Brooks is a man who's been incarcerated pretty much his entire life. That's all he knows. His life behind the walls of Shawshank for one of the crimes that he's committed. Um, Brooks is kind of a model prisoner, doesn't cause trouble. He's comfortable with what he knows, and what he knows is his life behind walls, his life being incarcerated. He's comfortable with that. He's become comfortable in his misery, if you want to say it another way. That misery of being jailed, not being able to be free, not being able to be the person you want to be. He's created this identity around him being held captive to his life behind these walls. Brooks is a good man. He just doesn't know anything else. He just doesn't know another way. The term that many would use, he's become institutionalized. He's become so ingrained in that idea of what it means to be a prisoner. That's his identity. That's all he knows. That day finally comes when Brooks is able to be paroled. He's being paroled because for good character. Because, like I said, he was a model prisoner. He's being paroled for good character. Problem with Brooks is he doesn't know what to do. He panics. He panics because he knows those walls that keep him safe and secure are no longer going to be there for him. So what's Brooks do? He tries to devise a way in which he can remain in Shawshank. He grabs a knife, holds it to the throat of his friend Haywood. Maybe Brooks is thinking the only way I can do this is kill Haywood, and they're going to keep me here. That's how ingrained this identity has become in him. He cannot escape past it. People come in, others come in, and they talk Brooks out of it. Don't do this, Brooks. Don't do this. He drops the knife, and he's a wreck. But he finally has to leave Shawshank. He has to go beyond those walls. And as he gets beyond those walls, he's lost. He doesn't know what to do. He takes up residence in a halfway house, and that's where he his life continues. He gets a job at a grocery store bagging groceries. But Brooks is so uncomfortable, he doesn't know what to do. Those being on the other side of those walls literally terrifies him. How does Brooks deal with this? Well, he deals with this by ending his life. He hangs himself from a rafter inside the room that he lives in the halfway house. But before he does this, he scratches out, Brooks was here on the rafter, hangs himself. How does this apply to life? We've all seen those people, especially with my time in corporate. I've seen these people, they're just miserable with what they have. They're miserable in their job. Word job has become a curse word to them. They will openly tell you how much they despise their job, but they never take action. They never do anything about it because they have become comfortable in their misery, comfortable in their slop, and that's all they know. They fear the unknown. They are more comfortable with what they know being miserable than the opportunity to step out of that and step into something that maybe challenges them, takes them to that next level. That's what they're fearful about. Could be a multitude of reasons. Could be fear of failure. It could be a fear of leaving others behind. It could be a fear of them not that identity they've created. They don't see themselves above and beyond that. They've accepted their lot in life, and they're missing so much opportunity to be that great person they can be. All they have to do is just take that step of imperfect action beyond those walls that are holding them back. Destroy those walls, build that bridge, and start taking that step into something else. But they can't do that. They're held captive by the identity that they've created, that false identity. They don't understand who and whose it is they are, who they can become. In the book of Revelation, we hear about a white stone that one day we will receive, and on that white stone will be written the special name that was given to us at our time of creation. I absolutely believe that we don't have to wait until we get to that point of our life in heaven to get that white stone. We can get it in our here and now. And it's that discovery of that identity of who you were created to be. And that's what I think people that live their life with this victim mentality are fearful of, is this identity of who they can become. It holds them back. They're not willing to embrace it. The next person we meet in Shawshank is Ellis Boyd Redding, also known as Red. Red is a man of character. He's a man of principle. There's a line that he gives in the Shawshank that I'm the only guilty man here in Shawshank. He admits the crimes that he committed. He admits to what he had done. He doesn't hide from it. He takes ownership. He takes accountability and he takes responsibility. He grabs his oar and he does that. Ownership, accountability, and responsibility. He admits what he did. He agrees that being in prison is the accountability he deserves, and he's responsible for understanding what it is he did, and he needs to be punished for that. But Red also too uh, has gone through a couple probation hearings, and he knows that there's probably no chance he's ever going to get out. He holds out zero hope that he'll ever be set free from the walls of Shawshank. Finally, one day, a parole hearing happens. Red appears in it. He doesn't hold out any hope. The board asks him some very direct questions. Red answers with his heart, answers in his way that, yes, I regret each and every day what I did. Each and every day that I'm behind these walls, I know what I did and I regret it. He says, I wish I could go back in time and talk to that young man and tell him to make a different choice. As Red watches the board, write their notes down, he just kind of resigns himself to the fact that nothing's going to happen. But they approve him to be paroled. As Red walks through the gates of Shawshank, he's overjoyed. He's excited. He understands this is a new opportunity for him. He goes to the same halfway house where Brooks was housed, gets the same job as grocer. But he's still regimented in the life that he lived while in Shawshank because he had been there so many years. He knew nothing else. He didn't understand how to live his life. He struggled. He spent time, in deep reflection, trying to figure this out. He even wondered, is what happened to Brooks, is this what's going to happen to me? Is this the destiny that I am? But he was ready for a change. He was ready for something different. And there's a saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. The teacher appeared for Red. It appeared in the letter telling him, this is an opportunity for you. This is what's laid out for you. You just need to take the action. You need to go do it yourself and discover this treasure that's been hidden for you. What Red do? He discovers that treasure. And he starts a new destiny. He starts a new experience, a new journey. The teacher showed him the way. What's the application to our life? Hey, those teachers are all around us. When you're ready to make that change, those teachers are always there for you. They're there to show you a new way. They're the guide, they're the guru. They're going to show you, but the action is required by you to do that. One action you can take, jump on my calendar right now. Go ahead and schedule some time and let you and I have that conversation. Maybe I'm your teacher. Maybe you need that guide. Maybe I'm the person that can show you the way, the things that you need to do to take that next step, to take that step of imperfect action to become that person you want to be. But those teachers are all around us. And we have to be cognizant of today. We can't worry about yesterday. Yesterday's over. Can't change it. All we can do is learn from it. Hang on to yesterday does us no good because we create an identity around yesterday. We're not moving forward. Can't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow's not here. Plus, there's no guarantee you're going to get it tomorrow. Embrace the thing called today because that's where the opportunities exist for you. That's where you will find those teachers when you're ready in this thing called today. The opportunities are all around you. You have to embrace them. You have to take action. You have to do it. Just take the action. Be imperfect about it. Don't worry about what may happen if you take action. Just do it. If you fail, so what? Learn from the mistake and try again and try again and try again. Thomas Edison said he never once failed at making the light bulb. It just took him 10,000 times to get it right. And that's what you need to do. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying until you get it right, until you become that version you want to be, until you start taking that action. Just keep doing it. The last person we meet is Andy Dufresne. At the beginning of the movie, we meet Andy. He's in a courtroom. He's just been convicted of murdering his wife, and he is sent to Shawshank. As he's going there, he's not certain, did I commit this crime or not? I don't know. He's just not really clear on that. But he tells himself, you know what, I was convicted. I guess I must have done that. As he spends time behind the walls of Shawshank, he starts to get clarity in that. You know what? I didn't do this. I did not do this. And he starts getting evidence that he did not do this. So Andy decides, I'm going to plan my escape. I'm going to plan my escape from this prison. It doesn't happen in an instant. It takes time for him to do this. It takes years, actually. Finally, that night is ready for him to go ahead and escape. And he crawls through a hole in the wall he had created over years and years. As he gets through the hole, he realizes one more thing he's got to do. There's a tube he's got to crawl through. He's got to crawl 100 yards of shit to get to his other side. He does that. He's a free man, and he goes and lives the life he wants to live. What's the life application? A lot of us are willing to crawl through that hole. But when we get to that 100 yards of shit we got to crawl through, it's like, no, I can't do this. That's too much. But that one thing you resist, the most, that's what has the opportunity to make you the greatest version of who you can become. Embracing that deep pain that you have, that 100 yards of shit that's in your life, that's what can make you the great person you want to become. But you got to deal with it. You got to get through it. You got to embrace it and become that version of that person you're ready to be. Dealing with it is you becoming that next level, you taking that next level, you going deep inside of you to figure out who you are and whose you are. And that's what's important in life is the opportunity to serve others in a powerful way with the lessons you've learned in your life, the lessons that you've generated, the wisdom you've created, the wisdom that you've built up over time. That's how you serve people powerfully. That's how you become the great version you want to be. It's you taking that imperfect action. It's you acting and becoming who it is you're ready to be. But sometimes we just need that guy. We need that guru. Hey, jump on my calendar. I'd love to have that conversation with you and learn a little bit more about what it is you want to be, what the dreams are you hold inside you that maybe you're just not ready to take action on for whatever reason. It could be a multitude of reasons. But I'm here to tell you, if you have that dream inside of you, there's a reason it's there and you need to act on it. People will say that I want to act on my dreams, but I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. And I'm here to tell you the only difference between a rut and a grave is its depths and its dimensions. Do not ever allow your dreams to go to the grave with you. If you have something inside you that sparks you, that excites you, you need to take action on it. We need dreamers in this world. We need people to start living their dream life because that's what changes ideas. That's what changes people. That's what changes the world. You have the opportunity to change the world. Maybe not on a macro level, but you can certainly do it on a micro level. You can change your world and you can change the world of those you have connection with. But who knows? Maybe you might even be the one who can change it on the macro level. You never know until you start acting on those dreams, those visions that you have. I would love to have that conversation with you. Jump on my calendar. Let's have that conversation because I want to see your dreams become your reality. I want to see you become that great version of who you want to be. I want to see you change the world. And I know you can do it. You just have to believe in yourself. I believe in you. Have it within you. You just got to discover that. You got to discover that courage. You got to discover that ability to take that action. So I hope you got something out of this today. I hope something resonated with you in a deep way. Um, I enjoy coming on here and just kind of sharing, what it is I know, and what it is I know is that I want to be the best person I can be, and for me to do that, I've got to just put myself out there. That's all I know. Just be my authentic self. You need to be your authentic self as well. Just be who you are. When you're your authentic self, your tribe will find you. That's being clear. That's creating clarity in who you are. And clarity is what people hunger for. They want to follow people that are clear in their destination. And you have the opportunity to do that. Just take the time to embrace who you are and become clear on that vision. So jump on my calendar. Let's have that conversation. Um, Take some imperfect action. Today is the day. Wednesdays are the day for imperfect action. Hope you got something out of this. I'll see you again next Wednesday. Again, if you want to be a guest on the Imperfect Action Show, just jump on my calendar as well. Schedule some time, and we'll bring on this Friday, the virtual Friday whiskey hour. Go ahead and hop onto that as well because I'd love to see you and just have some interaction with you and share some time with you on that. So this is the Imperfect Action. I am Rob Fenstermaker, your Imperfect Action guide. Let's make this a great Wednesday. And remember, no Christmas music till after December 15th. That's just my policy. That's just my belief. Um, we can still be friends though if you disagree. If you're into Christmas music now, hey, we can still be friends, but we're just gonna have to. But hey, regardless, let's make this a great week. Let's make this a great Wednesday. Hope to talk to you soon.